YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I just want to throw a quick video out there. I made the same video about a year and a half ago, and I was discussing how food has surpassed the price of rent for me. I have a 3-bedroom townhouse, 3-story, very well roomy, nice place, and I'm in a I'm in a townhouse community, right? So everybody here is very professional that lives here. Everybody, like police officers, doctors, family physicians, and they don't own their own places, right? Had a couple of people move out recently. Had a surgeon move out a week and a half ago. I helped him pack his truck to go to Winnipeg. Things like that. It's kind of sad in a way. But I'm noticing that the price of food is surpassing my rent. I'm noticing that when I go grocery shopping, I don't know if you guys realize this, but if you actually sit down and see what you spend on food that you buy out when you're on lunch, and food that you buy, when you're out and about, and food when you buy when you're buying to bring home. I mean, if you're living with your parents, it's a different story. If you're got a room from some guy that's doing you a favor and charging you $100 for it, that's a different story. But I'm talking about the average guy with a family, that's raising a family and stuff, that's stuck in this predicament that they can never own a house not because they don't want to spend $2 million in a house, it's because they don't want to spend $2 million in a house that's worth 90 grand. That's what I'm getting at, and I'm not going to get back into that because I've done that many times in here. Have you guys noticed that the price of food is going up? I noticed the price of food goes up when the economy starts to shake a bit, or now that they added this 15% transfer tax to foreign buyers. A lot of the foreign buyers have left, so it's cooling off the economy. Land transfer taxes are cooling down. All this is cooling down, and there's no more money coming into the economy. Unfortunately, nothing is ever produced anymore here. Did you guys know that in the United States, just before World War I, 1 out of 3 things on the planet was made in the United States of America. 1 out of 3 things on the planet was made in the USA. Now, it's so hard for me to find anything made in America, and I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to be, but you just can't find anything made in America anymore. Even the cars are made overseas now. So, now, the problem is, the food is getting out of control because they have to subsidize the loss. I think the loss of the money. So what happens is, okay, we pressure government to tax big corporate companies. So you got these big whole food stores. So they're going to start getting big stores where you buy groceries. So they're going to start getting pressure from the Canadian government and paying more tax. So in turn, they raise the price of food. So when people say you got to keep taxing the rich, that's the way to do it, and the rich and the big corporations to pay more tax, fine. The big corporations pay more tax, but guess who pays the bill? We do, because they raise the price of food. Now, the price of gas has been steadily going up, and the price of food's been going up. So ways to stimulate the economy when a province or a region of the country is taking a loss, I noticed that what happens is they raise the price on day-to-day commodities that people and electricity. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my electricity I think tripled in the last 2 years. And in the United States, they're raising taxes in Obamacare. They're raising taxes by 25 or 30% in Obamacare. That's another problem. So they're stimulating their war and stuff and their markets by taking what they can from the poor or the middle class. There's no more middle class. We're poor. I'm working poor. If you're watching this far, you're working poor. We're all working poor. You know what I'm saying? I got lucky. I opened a few companies that do really well. I pay staff. I pay my payroll remittance. I pay all my taxes, my corporate tax, my GST, my PST, all the taxes that you could, everything. I do that by the book. But I live a good free life with my family. It's been like this for many years now. So I'm seeing things from the outside now. Kind of watching the struggle from the outside. And watching the whole college blowback thing now that's happening. A lot of people got their degrees and were promised these great jobs, and then now these jobs are not available. And then what do? They go work in service industry, and they don't want to deal with it. And they're treating the customers that come to them and saying, I'm smarter than you, I have a degree, what am I working here? Type of thing. And that's happening. That's a college blowback. But in all fairness, have you noticed that the price of food is outweighing your rent? Let me know. I know in places like San Francisco, food's cheap. California, Oregon, Seattle, I know food's still super pretty much cheap there, and the rents are pretty high because of the tech jobs out there and stuff. So the rents are pretty high. So I'm not asking there. I'm talking about places in Australia, people that are renting in Australia, people that are renting in London, people that are. I know rents are crazy in London too, but I want to know from you guys. Are you guys noticing food costing or almost on par with what you pay for rent? Should it be like that? Is that normal, or am I just overreacting? You know what I'm saying? It's myself. I know someone's gonna comment this, so I'm gonna say it's me, my wife, and our 2 infant children, a 2-week-old and a 2-year-old. Sorry, 2-month-old and a 2-year-old. So, comment below. Let me know your feedback. Is this a problem? I mean, or is this just the way the trend is going? Is it gonna become like food's gonna be like houses, where it's gonna be a commodity to own food now, because it just is. Houses weren't 20 years ago, but they are now. Is it going to be a commodity to own clothes? Is it going to be a commodity to own a car? Mark my words, you're never going to own a car 10 years from now, because 10 years from now, they're going to set it up where you have to make payments for the rest of your life, but they'll change your oil for you. They'll change your oil. It's like paying rent for the rest of your life on a car. Mark my words, in 10 years, you're going to start seeing you're never going to be able to own a car outright. You're never going to be able to own anything. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I look forward to reading some of your comments. Thanks, guys. Bye.